For all your embroidery and digitizing needs, call Bees Embroidery.
In this week's court report, an MD from California is finally sentenced in U.S. District Court after roughly 2 decades of illegally removing cultural artifacts from Death Valley National Park. Jonathan Cornelius Bourne, an anesthesiologist from Mammoth Lakes, California, was reportedly sentenced to 2 years probation, a $40,000 fine, and ordered to pay $249,372 in restitution for felony violations of the Archaeological Resources Protection Act. Bourne pleaded guilty back on August 15th of this year after a federal grand jury returned an indictment against the doctor back in September 2015 to charges including 21 counts of violations. Bourne has taken an estimated 20,000 archaeological items from public lands since 1994, including Native American glass beads and other items from prehistoric, burial, and cremation sites from an area that's now the homeland of the Timbisha Shoshone tribe of Death Valley. A calendar call was held Monday in Pahrump District Court in the civil case of Strong versus Evergreen. Monday's calendar call was to set trial dates, which have not been publicized yet. At issue, Karen Strong and her husband Ron are suing Pahrump Health and Rehab, which was formerly known as Evergreen, because back when Karen was at the facility, she says she suffered from at least 3 different kinds of flesh-eating bacteria, including E. coli and 2 others which were worse in nature. The Strongs have alleged that many nurses and other medical personnel at Evergreen failed to give Karen proper care and treatment, as baseball-sized gaping wounds and a red rash spread over a massive area of her buttocks. During the last proceedings in this case back on March 31st, the defendant's attorney appeared telephonically, and the court ordered that any outside vendors' contracts related to patient care be provided. The man who led area police on a medium-speed chase that resulted in a local deputy suffering a head wound had his case scheduled in court this afternoon. Cheyenne Peter Adipor has 2 cases listed in justice court, but one with charges still pending. For now, Adipor is charged with battery by a prisoner, and today's pretrial hearing was set to discuss that. Adipor allegedly yelled at the judge during his first court appearance, during which he was set to answer to police reports which state that the suspect was driving and disobeying a peace officer with property damage, failing to maintain lane or improper lane change, and UICS at the location of northbound Highway 160 ending at Rainbow and Peshutes. Adipor was finally stopped there after he veered to the left into oncoming traffic twice to avoid police stop sticks. A sample of the suspect's urine was collected and tested at NCDC, where Adipor tested positive for marijuana and opiates. This has been your court report. I'm Eunette Gentry for News 46.